Hello and welcome to my channel for news about the Fact Gossip 24. Please follow and subscribe for more information. Alana, your friend, is me. Let's begin.
90-Day Fiancé, Throuple Matt, Amani, and Annie should never have been cast. I doubt they'll ever marry. 90-Day Fiancé shook things up in Season 11 with the addition of the show's first ever throuple, but the group's progress toward the altar has been anything but steady. Matt and Amani Jalassi are a married couple who live in San Diego, California. They share 2 children and have been together for 10 years. The dynamics between the couple are complex, with Matt appearing rather submissive to Amani, a self-proclaimed boss *TCH. Amani, who is bisexual, had a very conservative upbringing in Tunisia, which makes her passionate about speaking her truth now that she has the freedom to do so. Matt and Amani's marriage became exponentially more complicated with the addition of girlfriend Annie Aguirre, a stripper they met while on vacation in Mexico. Although the throuple had a passionate romance, their relationship was primarily long-distance, which meant Matt and Amani were oblivious to many aspects of Annie's life. They traveled to Tijuana to be with Annie in the hopes that she would soon officially join their family. However, their trip didn't go as expected. Despite Amani appearing as the driving force behind their polyamorous relationship, her insecurity and doubts about Annie's loyalty have derailed all their progress. While Matt and Amani spoke excitedly about adding Annie to their family prior to their trip to Mexico, they were in for a rude awakening. It became painfully clear that the trio hadn't discussed boundaries that would make them each feel secure. Their first night together ended with Amani seething with jealousy, and the pattern of miscommunication and distrust continued throughout their time on 90-Day Fiancé. More signs of trouble emerged as Matt and Amani realized how little they knew about Annie's life. Their concerns about Annie's secretive behavior led them to seek out a clandestine meeting with Annie's ex, during which they realized they didn't even know her real name or marital status. Furthermore, Annie had hidden her polyamorous relationship from her family, afraid that her religious loved ones would judge her. Matt and Amani's constant distrust of Annie is a huge red flag, and it proves to me that the throuple is nowhere near ready for marriage. While Matt and Amani presented themselves as ready to walk down the aisle with Annie, they seemed to back down from their commitment as their 90-Day Fiancé season progressed. At this point, as the rest of the cast are preparing for their marriage ceremonies, Matt and Amani seem unsure whether they even want to be in a relationship with Annie. Annie's only path into the United States is through marriage. The fact that Matt and Amani are already married adds an extra layer of complication to their K-1 visa application process. Matt and Amani will need to legally divorce for one of them to marry Annie and bring her to the United States. Their friends were dumbfounded by their plan, and I can't say I disagree. Matt and Amani's time in Mexico has been rife with jealousy over their roles as they integrate Annie into their relationship. Annie admitted she was more interested in Amani than Matt, and Amani was unsure whether to tell her husband. Her hesitation didn't help the complicated dynamics within the group. Matt started to feel like an outsider, leading Amani to awkwardly push Matt and Annie to go on a date to strengthen their bond. Annie now has to choose which partner to marry. This will unquestionably reignite the feelings of jealousy, and I don't see how the throuple will survive. Their relationship has been on shaky ground all season, and the shifting dynamics of a divorce and new marriage, with one spouse left out, seem insurmountable. At this point in the season, Matt, Amani, and Annie should be finalizing wedding details, not approaching the subject of the divorce. They seem totally out of place compared to the rest of the 90-Day Fiancé cast. The throuple would have been better suited for Before the 90 Days, which documents the time leading up to the K-1 visa application. I'm baffled as to why they were cast in a series that's supposed to be about the small window prior to marriage. Regardless of my concerns about Matt, Amani, and Annie, I still hope their relationship can succeed. They deserve happiness, but it seems the odds are truly stacked against them. There's no way their many conflicts will be resolved by the end of 90 Day Fiancé Season 11, which suggests to me the marriage will never happen.